Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to Hafer Field in Spirit Lake as we're getting set tonight for Class 2A first-round playoff football as the Spirit Lake Indians host the Southeast Valley Jaguars. With Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us tonight on KUOO 103.9 or wherever you may be with our live video stream, the Explore Live video stream, sponsored today by Central Bank and Central Insure. We thank them for sponsoring that video stream broadcast this evening. Well, Clyde, here we are to the postseason already. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's going by, but the weather doesn't show it.
No. Feels
We
like
love
about
it.
week 3, and I'm okay with that.
We love it.
Well, Spirit Lake and Southeast Valley are no strangers to one another. They have been district opponents in 4 different seasons and have had some good matchups over the years as well. The Indians are 3-1 in those matchups, including a 24-6 victory, a hard-fought victory down there last year. They, of course, beat the number 1 Southeast Valley team 2 years ago here at home when they beat Aaron Graves and company. Yep. Then they went on to win the state title, of course.
Yep.
Spirit Lake won 45-0 a couple years before that, and then Southeast Valley won a shootout down there back in 2018, 48-41. So
it's been back and forth.
It's been back and forth. It's been a good matchup between these two schools.
And you look at the record 5-3 going up against 7-1. You think, oh, it should be easy. No, it's not going to be because Southeast Valley has always given Spirit Lake a tough test, no matter where they're at. And they're coming in again this year with the hope of getting that ground game going.
Yeah.
They want to do the pound and ground. They want to establish the game plan. They want to get that clock in their favor. And if they can do that, they're going to be trouble. They want to stick around close is what they want to do.
Absolutely. Southeast Valley 5-3. They finished in 4th in District 8, 2-3 overall. You know, of the 3 losses they had in district play, really only the Des Moines Christian loss where they just didn't play real well on the road is the bad one. The rest of them, they lost by 6 points to Roland Story, and they lost 28-0 last week to a very good Kemper squad.
Yeah, Kemper, they're good.
So this is a really good team. Spirit Lake on the flip side, 7-1 on the year. They went 5-0 in District 1. If you compare the two districts, yes, Southeast Valley definitely had the harder road. We're not going to sugarcoat that one bit.
No doubt.
But you got to play the game, and so we'll see what happens here tonight between the Indians and the Jaguars. The pregame show is sponsored by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. They're online at lakeshealth.org, and we had a chance to talk with both Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Beloit and Southeast Valley head football coach Mike Sweeter. We'll hear from the coaches after this on KUOO and Explore Live Video. Pre-game show from Lakes Regional Healthcare. Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Beloit. Coach, as always, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
Well, Coach, let's talk about last week. You went on the road to Clarion Goldfield Dows. Not great field conditions and weather conditions throughout the game, but you come away with a 21-0 victory. And I guess my first thought on that game is the early lead I felt like was a big key for you guys because you didn't have to try to stress and come from behind in poor weather conditions.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think we started extremely well. They won the toss, deferred, so we took the ball. They kind of kicked it deep, and then we had a great first play. Cade put a beautiful throw on Ethan Stecker, I think, for a 92-yard touchdown pass for the first offensive play. So just a great way to start. Huge momentum there, and then got 3-and-out on defense, scored, and then I think we got another 3-and-out towards the end of the first quarter, and offense put another score together. I thought Tate Orpin had a huge catch on that drive and a nice run. But, yeah, just starting that way and getting a 21-point lead going into half. We got a big goal line stand kind of right before half after a snap issue on a punt. Thought that was a big, too, to keep it 21-0 and not go in at 21-7. And then in the second half, I just was kind of trying to battle the conditions. Both teams, I felt like, I don't think there was a pass completed in the second half, a lot due to the conditions. And then just kind of a field position switch back and forth. I feel like in the second half we had opportunities. We were moving the ball. Then we just had a lot of kind of interesting penalties that would put us in negative yardage situations and were hard to climb out of. But proud of our kids, for winning a district championship, for competing and preparing all year long to get us to this point. And now we're at the next phase of our season, the playoff part of it.
Well, absolutely. They played very well, especially in the district portion of the season. And I kind of go back to those first 3 games. I felt like your non-district portion really prepared you for that because you played some really difficult opponents during that stretch of time. And just really, you could see the kids grow throughout the year.
Yeah, you saw a lot of growth in our team, and, you're right, exactly right. Algona's a very quality team. You look at Sioux Center, they haven't lost since then. I think they're one of the top teams in 3A and RPI. yeah, those kind of teams, tested us and helped make us better. And then I feel like our district play would continue to grow and improve as well. And that's what you want, to try to be our absolute best at this point of the season and play as long as we can.
All right, we're to the first round of 2A district playoffs, and you get a familiar opponent, at least in the first round, in Southeast Valley, who's been a district opponent for you in the past. And the Southeast Valley team, they're sitting at 5-3 on the year. Give me your kind of overall thoughts on Southeast Valley's season.
Yeah, very well-coached team, very physical team. I know Coach would say that they thought they were going to be a young team. It's going to be kind of a building year for them, but you can see their growth, too, from the beginning of the season till now. They had a tough loss against Des Moines Christian early in the season, and really that's just several big pass plays early against some of the younger guys. But you just see that team grow and really finish their district season strong, competing against some really quality teams. I feel like on the defensive side of the ball, they just are really well coached, really sound, tackle well in space. Don't have one guy that you're like, hey, we got to get two bodies on this guy, but every guy is giving good effort to the ball. And then on the offensive side of the ball, physical, mobile quarterback and a really strong running tailback, and both carry the ball, the load of the carries for them. And good test. Special teams wise, I always feel like Coach Sweeter does a good job there too. They kick off wise, they kick it all over the place, have different kickers, and then they run the swinging gate stuff. So it's just some things that cause you time to prepare so that you're ready for those situations.
Is a key for this game maybe to take them out of that running game element for them and force them to try to pass and not just let them pass when they want to? Kind of, based on paper, it kind of looked like in the games that they struggled, they had to throw the ball, and you could tell it wasn't going well at times.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, they would be very comfortable 3 yards, 4 yards, staying in rhythm on offense, picking up first downs, punt, play good defense, keep it as fast a game as it possibly can be, as close a game as it possibly can be. And, yeah, it's one of those, we talk about them all the time, that, both sides of the ball, are going to affect this game plan if we can put points on the board and make them uncomfortable. If we can get them in their long yardage situations and make them throw. They like to throw when they don't have to. They don't like, just like most teams. But you're exactly right. If we can do that, I think it'll be a very good night for us. If they can stay in rhythm and keep it close, it's going to be a battle.
Any final thoughts before I let you go?
No, I'm just excited to have a home game again. The weather looks beautiful. Probably one of the nicest October Friday nights we've had in a while. So excited
Amen.
about it.
Amen to that. All right, Coach, thanks so much. Best of luck. We'll chat with you after the game, okay?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Beloit on the pregame show, sponsored by Lakes Regional Healthcare. More coming up on KUOO.
We're back on the pregame here on KUOO, and let's welcome in Southeast Valley football coach Mike Sweeter at this time. And Mike, thanks for being here.
You bet. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, you bet. And Mike, let's talk about your season. Last game out, lost to Kemper Catholic, but prior to that, a couple of nice wins. So you've won 2 of 3 heading into the postseason. And, just tell us a little bit about your schedule for this year.
Yeah, 1 year ago, we actually played Spirit Lake week 8, got done with that night, and as we started preparing for this season, it was going to be, we didn't know. We lost 5 offensive starting linemen. We lost our running back. We lost our top 2 wide receivers. We lost 6 or 7 defensive starters. And, to tell you, we truly did not know how this season was going to be. So we worked as hard as, we always do in the off season. And, we had 3 non-district games that all of a sudden, we're 1-0, 2-0, and we were 3-0, and big win over Clarion, who's in Spirit Lake's district. So we got a nice win over them, and then we started district play, and just another tough district, just like when we were up there against Spirit Lake and Esterville in that district and stuff. But, we hit that 5th win and beat a team that was preseason ranked of Greene County and stuff. So we were very excited, and to get to that winning season, no matter what happens, it was huge. And just, our expectations weren't super high, and we got definitely won more games than what we maybe thought we were gonna. So very happy to be there. And, we at least are familiar with Spirit Lake, and that's who we got for the first round draw.
Yeah, well, congratulations on making the postseason, Mike. I probably should have started with that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's always nice getting there.
Absolutely. You bet. And, Mike, tell us a little bit about your team this year. I'm looking at some of your stats, and it looks like you got a bunch of juniors kind of leading you, but you sprinkle in a few sophomores and seniors in there as well.
Yeah, we're actually a junior-dominated football team, and we knew that going into the season, which is great for the future. But our seniors have stepped up. We've had about 4 or 5 of them really had a really successful season and stuff. So, defensively, we've been very, very good this year. We had one bad quarter against Des Moines Christian where we gave up 4 touchdowns the first quarter. We just got beat with some deep balls and had to move some personnel around and stuff. But our defense, we're averaging only giving up like 75 yards rushing after 8 weeks, and that's with playing Kemper, who is ranked 6th in the state, and some very good running teams. So, got a very good run defense. We've adjusted, our pass defense and got that doing a lot better. Offensively, we have games where we do really well and some where you just wish we could do better. So we're definitely, we're still averaging quite a few yards a game, but got to be able to mix it up this week.
Okay. We're visiting with Southeast Valley football coach Mike Sweeter here in the pregame on KUOO. And Mike, you mentioned Spirit Lake, and obviously you're very familiar with them. Your thoughts on this year's Spirit Lake team and what your team will need to do to be successful on Friday night?
Yeah, year in, year out, Josh has a very good football team. Spirit Lake's always ready, always winning. He's got a great program up there, and this is actually, we ended up playing a lot more times over the years than I ever thought we would, being this far south. So, we were going to get 3 draws. It was Central Lyon, it was Spirit Lake, or it was Van Meter, and, it actually probably helped both of us. At least we're familiar with each other, so you didn't have to do as much work. So, last year was a 24-6 game with a very good Spirit Lake team, and so both teams have new players and stuff. But you always know Josh is going to have them ready. Spirit Lake's defense is tremendous. Backers flow very well and stuff. So we got to be prepared for that. And once you hit postseason, everyone's good. So. I'm sure they didn't want to see us either. We've at least been able to give them a battle, I think, for the most part, except for 1 year. At least we know that we'll give them a good game, and the boys will give everything that we have.
Well, once again, congratulations on making the postseason, Mike. Always good to catch up with you, and thanks for the
bet.
Mortgage loan officer at Central Bank. We are a family-owned business, and our team is all about providing competitive rates and a personalized experience that is simple and smooth for everyone. Buying a home is the biggest purchase you'll ever make. Give me a call when you are ready, and I will guide you through the process and answer any questions. If you're ready to apply, visit mycentral.bank. Central Bank is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Momentarily, thanks to Central Bank, who's also sponsoring our live video stream tonight on Explore Live Video. Class 2A first round playoff football about to get underway here on KUOO and Explore Live Video. With Clyde Erke, I'm Jason Jacobs. I want to say thanks to all of our wonderful sports sponsors, and thanks to you for listening and watching wherever you may be. Spirit Lake kicks off to Southeast Valley, and it will be Jaskey from the 2-yard line, and he'll go to the 15, nearing the 20-yard line. That's where he'll be tripped up, and that's where the Jaguars will start on offense. 11:55 on the clock, and Southeast Valley beginning right at their own 20-yard line.
Looks like it got right out to the 20.
Southeast Valley's quarterback is Cale Van Sickle. The running backs are Drew Temple and Brady Hansen. Receivers, they rotate a lot of them. Ross Larson, Andrew Miller, Logan Jaskey, Tyler Moreland, along with the tight end Preston Kennedy. And their linemen include Aiden Jepson, Ethan Peed, Nathan Graves, and Grant Farnham. And they will hand off on first down and a run up to the 25-yard line for number 34, Brady Hansen.
Now just a straight handoff up the middle, going off the right tackle or right guard center area. And Hansen picks up about 4.5, 5 yards.
Spirit Lake defensively, Tyson Robinson, Evan Beck, Logan Sandman on the line. They'll rotate more in. Look for Terry Sexton, Joey Andres, Owen Lalu Mandir, Bodie Higgins, As far as your linebackers are concerned, the safeties are Will Graves, and Sam Hendrickson, and the cornerbacks are Ethan and Dylan Stecker. 2nd and 6 for Southeast Valley from their own 24-yard line. Class 2A playoff football, they'll hand things off. Little juking and jiving there for the tailback. Not a lot of room that time for Hansen. Can't take up too much time, Clyde Erke, with that Spirit Lake defense from the looks of things, as he'll be closer. Well, actually, no, they're going to give him the
right
line
back
of
to the line of scrimmage.
No.
And that's forward progress. That's generous because he got the ball, got hit about a yard back from that.
And kind of fell forward.
Yeah, fell forward a little bit, but then it was pushed back right away with his momentum. So no gain on that one for Hansen.
3rd and 6, as you heard in the pregame interviews from the coaches, the Jaguars would prefer to run the football first. But last week against Kemper, they would throw many times on 3rd down. They got 2 receivers to the left here for Van Sickle, who rolls to his left. He'll throw downfield. It's intercepted. Intercepted by number 7. That's Wes Walls, and Walls out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
What a great read. What an absolutely phenomenal read by Wes Walls. He's playing deep safety on that one. He's watching the quarterback all the way. And the quarterback on that one, who was it? Van Sickle. He rolled out, and his eyes looked right at the same receiver the whole time. Walls saw that, and as soon as the ball left the hands, he's jumping the route, got in front, picked it off, ran it down. Great interception. Got it down to the 20-yard line, about a 10-yard return.
So at the Jaguars' 20-yard line is where Spirit Lake will start with 10:20 on the clock. Now they'll start the game clock there, or the play clock, rather. And so Spirit Lake's offense, they will hand things off on an end around to start it off. And there into the end zone. Bulldozing into the end zone goes number 21. That time around, Logan Sandman. Logan Sandman gets the start on offense, and he has a 20-yard touchdown.
How about that for a great call? All right, go to your tight end who's going to come in motion. And Sandman, they're not expecting him to get the ball right away. And how about the blocking downfield on that outside perimeter? Right away, he shuts off. That line shut off the outside on the left side here. Logan got around that first wave, and then the receivers blocking downfield gave him one good block. Logan walked in from there.
Will Ditzworth is on for an extra point attempt. Logan will race back onto the field here on the extra point. The holder is Will Graves. The long snapper is Evan Beck. Snap, hold, kick is on the way. It's a line driver, and it's good. Spirit Lake, after the interception by Wes Walls, gets a 20-yard touchdown run by Logan Salmon. They lead 7-0 with 10-12 to go here in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Southeast Valley. Welcome back to Class 2A opening round playoff football here on KUOO and Explore Live Video, presented by Central Bank. So the Jaguars throw an interception, and Spirit Lake answers right away. And let's see if Southeast Valley, Clyde, can get things kind of figured out here. The kickoff from Ditzworth. Line drive kick, and it'll be taken by, I believe that's number 7 or number 8, Jaski. And Jaski out to near the 30-yard line. Be tripped up a yard or two shy.
Going to mark it at about the 27 is what I'm going to say they're going to start at.
So good return. And let's see what the Jaguars offense can do here. They couldn't get a whole lot of that running game going after the first drive.
Well, they had that good run on first down at 5 yards and then nothing after that, so they figured on 3rd and 5 they better pass it. And Wes Walls jumped the route and good interception, so we'll see what happens here.
And they will look to have a quarterback keeper, Van Sickle, on first down, and he's going to lose a yard, Clyde.
And a great tackle. I'm going to get the number here in a minute. Middle linebacker, I think.
Was it Lalaman?
24. No,
or
24.
Okay.
J.D. Schneider. Came from that backer spot and just wrapped him up, put the shoulder pads right in the midsection, lift him up, and put him down for a 1 yard loss back to the 26.
2nd and 11 for the Jaguars at their own 26-yard line. Or mark that maybe more like 27-yard line, I guess you would say. I think they started more like at the 28.
Okay.
Either way, 2nd and 11. Van Sickle's going to hand off, and this is the tailback, Hansen. And Hansen up to about the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him just on the inside of the 30-yard line.
We'll give him the 30-yard line. 3 yards on 3. That.
Makes it 3rd down and 8. And a long 8 at that. Beautiful night for high school football.
Yeah.
And not a bad looking crowd for, the 2-hour ride from the Southeast Valley part of the world.
Pretty good when you're low 70s, upper 60s for game time.
2 receivers left, single receiver to the right. Different formation than the last time they had 3rd and long. And here's Van Sickle. He'll try to dump this off and tackled immediately as Hansen for a loss. Back at the 25-yard line, they just tried to dump it off. And right away, Spirit Lake was there.
Yeah, and that was Owen. Owen Lalamandir read that linebacker position, and they tried doing the screen pass. Owen saw it all the way, had the heavy rush, saw nobody blocking the 2 outside ends, so he had to cover that back coming out of the backfield, and nobody even touched him. Loss of about 4 yards, 3 yards on that.
Yeah, mark it back at the 26 and a loss of 4 on the passing play. And so here is the punter. I believe it's Jace Hansen. Ooh, and that's not a great punt. It goes out of bounds, kind of shanked it. And where are they going to mark that out at?
Yeah, they're going
to. It's going to be inside the 40-yard line.
He's walking. The side judge over there is walking it up. They're still walking it up.
He's going to mark it at the
33. Wow.
Oh, my. So only a net gain of 7 on the punt. With 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter, Spirit Lake already leading 7-0, and now the ball at the Southeast Valley 33-yard line. So let's see if Spirit Lake can strike quickly again. It only took 1 play the last time around. Here's a little screen pass, and racing up the sideline. Didn't catch the number, but it will be a first down for Spirit Lake. Number's going to be number 30 for the Indians. That's going to be Tate Orpin.
Tate Orpin, and he swings out from his slot position. But a great job by the receiver out there, the Steckers, holding the block. I mean, he had to hold the block for a matter of 3 seconds for the ball to get out there and Orpin to get by him. That's Dylan Stecker over on that side. And he had his arms in, held the block. The guy could not get around him and got real close to a first down.
I think they had to reset the play clock. So the ball's at the 24-yard, then it makes it 2nd and 1. The Indians will go with 2 receivers to the near side of the field, a single receiver to the far side of the field. That's Ryder Sundahl on the far side of the field. And they will look to throw, and, just getting it by the defender there. Nice catch by Dylan Stecker. The defender was reading the throw there by Cade Lump, but Cade zipped it by him, and a nice catch by Stecker will get the first down for Spirit Lake. Mark them down at the 17-yard line and a pickup of 7. Just that little outplay that we actually haven't seen Spirit Lake do a whole lot in recent weeks. Well, kind of because they haven't had to.
Haven't had to, yeah. But that was
last week, nothing was going to work in the rain.
Yeah, and what a great pass on that one by Cade Lunt. Low outside, the only place that Stecker can get it, and nobody else can touch it. And that's just what he showed on that one.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. And 3 receivers for the Indians to the left, single receiver to the right. Lunt by himself in the backfield with the handoff now to Ditzworth, and Will falls forward to the 15-yard line. Pickup of a couple. Let's get the Spirit Lake offensive line. Owen Meerbeek, Josiah McQuan, Evan Beck, Ethan Carlson, Brennan Burrell. The receivers include Simon Linebaugh, Dylan Stecker, Joey Andres, Owen Lalamandir. You'll also see several others. Bodie Higgins, the starting running back. Will Ditzworth is in there now. And, of course, Cade Lunt, the quarterback, has a man in motion. Hands off to Orpin on the end around. Gets by 2 defenders. Orpin inside the 5, into the end zone.
Did he get it? No, they're going to mark it just short. Just short.
Just shy
he reached,
at the 1.
As he was reaching, he just stepped out of bounds. But great run and great blocking again on that outside perimeter. Orpin gets it, swings around to the right side, and watches his blockers, and they punch out. He cuts back in. Then he goes back out because he saw the pursuit coming, and just as he was reaching for the pylon, his foot just stepped out at the 2-yard line.
Gain of 13 and first and goal for Spirit Lake, already leading 7-0 with 7:18 to go here in the first quarter in 2A playoff football. Two receivers right, single receiver to the left is Ethan Stecker. Now a man in motion, and Lunt will hand it off to Ditzworth. Ditzworth falling forward.
No
Did
signal.
he get in?
No signal yet. I think they're going to mark him. Touchdown.
No, there's the touchdown. They say he did get in. A 2-yard touchdown run for Will Ditzworth.
The side judge over in the far side had to get in there a little bit, see where that knee was down and where the ball was to kind of get the judgment on it. But he determined Will Ditzworth was across the line for another Spirit Lake touchdown.
And Will now attempt another extra point for Spirit Lake. Already up 13-0 with still 7 minutes to go first quarter. Well, that is not the start Southeast Valley wanted. No doubt about that. A snap, hold, kick is on the way, and it is good.
Yeah, they wanted to be one of those situations where they could do the pound and ground. Well, you get down 2 touchdowns
hard to
halfway
do that.
through the first quarter, and watch out, you're going to have to go to the air. And that's if they're forced to throw, they can't do it.
Yeah, not something they like. We will take a 30-second timeout. More coming up from Hafer Field on KUOO. .56 seconds and 33 yards. Capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Will Ditzworth, puts Spirit Lake up 14-0, Clyde.
Well, and not only that, you look at the plays in that one. You had a couple passes, couple runs, and everything was perfectly timed and perfectly executed.
And Southeast Valley will take it at about the 10-yard line.
I think that's Brady Hansen on that one.
Up to the 25-27 it looks like Hansen got. I believe you are right. And that's where the Jaguars offense will take over with just over 7 minutes and 1 second to go here in the first quarter.
Well, so far, Southeast Valley got the opening kickoff in the north end part of the field, and it hasn't crossed the 50-yard line yet.
No. So at their own 28, they begin. Oh, they got the clock. There they go. 2 receivers to the left for the Jaguars. And a single receiver to the right. Van Sickle in the shotgun. And looks for the end around, will fake it now, keeps it himself, falls forward to the 30, mark it at the 31-yard line, but we have a flag.
Yeah, we got a penalty. Let's see what happens here.
I'm wondering if there's a procedure issue or something.
Well, it came
kind of quick in the play.
It wasn't a dead ball.
They are going to say a false start. I think it just took him a minute to get
his flag out because they should have stopped it. You should have blown the whistle right away. But either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. No discussion at all on that one.
Back to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Jaguars. Southeast Valley 5-3 on the year. Spirit Lake 7-1 coming into this game. 4s play 1s. 4 seeds play 1 seeds. 2 seeds play 3 seeds tonight in the first round. And here's the quarterback, Van Sickle, to throw. And he will overthrow the intended receiver. Didn't have a whole lot of chance there for number 6, Tyler Moreland.
He's probably lucky that he didn't throw it right to Moreland because
the defender was right there.
Great coverage out there by, I believe it was Wes Walls again.
Mm-hmm.
Had him blanketed, and if he would have gone inside a little bit with that pass and at the receiver, Wes was going the other way, but that one fell incomplete.
Thanks to Central Bank for sponsoring our video coverage tonight on Explore Live Video. They're the exclusive video sponsor tonight throughout the playoffs for Spirit Lake football. We thank them. At least to the Dome.
To the Dome,
until we can't do that
then
anymore.
Then you can't do it.
No.
State has to get their rights into it.
One game at a time, though. Second down, and they didn't snap
didn't
the
even snap it.
ball. And
Didn't even snap
there is
it.
definitely some confusion there.
Well,
for the Jaguars.
if you've got your whole line moving forward without the ball being snapped,
that's a mix-up on the center.
Van Sickle's looking at the refs, pointing at us like, hey, they came across the line. No, your line moved into us. So.
Yeah, the entire line moved. So it's going to be second down and 20 now for the Jaguars.
It was one of those where the center said, "Oops, you're supposed to go on 2."
Our broadcast tonight on KUOO, thanks to United Community Bank, also the Hot Bar and Grill and Consumers Lumber Company. All right, second down and 20 for the Jaguars. And Van Sickle will look to throw. Now heavy pressure, and he'll lose the football. Spirit Lake will end up on it. Spirit Lake ends up on it. It was number 74, Owen Meerbeek.
Well, this is not the start that Coach Weeder wanted. Just kind of falling apart here, and there's 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Owen Meerbeek with a fumble recovery at the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
Yeah, so right at the line of scrimmage.
And so Spirit Lake's offense
short
back
field
on the
again.
Field. This is the shortest field of the night from the 18. And Lunt will fake the handoff now. It'll be caught by Stecker. This is Ethan inside the 10 and then dragging the defender down to the 9. Pickup of 9 on first down.
Ethan could have got a little bit more, but a good job by one of the defenders for the Jaguars laying on the ground, got his hand out just enough to trip him up, got his feet tangled, and Ethan picked up after that, about a 9-yard gain.
Yep. So it'll be second down and 1. Indians can get a first down here at the 8. And looking to throw here is Lunt. Plenty of time. Now rolls to his right. Throws in the end zone. Caught. That should be a touchdown.
Yep.
And it is. And that's going to be Dylan Stecker.
And great job by Dylan Stecker on that one because he saw Cade Lunt, his quarterback, in trouble just a little bit. Cade rolls out a little bit to his right, sees Dylan breaking away from his receiver or his defender, and he knew that he had a lot of room in front of him. He just led him perfectly, and Dylan just hauled it in for the easy touchdown.
And I tell you what, Lunt was scrambling there at the end, but he had a lot of time. That was good blocking by Spirit Lake.
He scrambled out of 4 seconds. And then
absolutely.
So great blocking by Spirit Lake.
Extra point by Will Ditzworth is good. It is 21-0 Spirit Lake with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
This is Cole Nickel, Commercial Line Sales Executive from Central Insure. We understand there's more to insurance than just your policy. It's about people and protecting what's most important. That's why we strive to offer you the most appropriate and cost-effective policies to fit your needs. From home, auto, life and health, to business insurance, our experienced and local agents are here to help you. Central Insure is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to local athletes.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any other federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
21-0 Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley after 2 plays. And what was it, about 39 seconds?
39 seconds.
And a 9-yard touchdown.
18 yards.
9-yard grab by Dylan Stecker, excuse me. And Ditzworth will kick off again for the Indians. Well, that's the start Spirit Lake wanted to the opening round of the playoffs, not the start the Jaguars wanted. And Ditzworth will kick it to about the 3-yard line. And that's where it's taken by Jaski. And Jaski up to the 20, maybe 21. It looks like where they will mark it. Might even give him the 22.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him maybe the 22 on that, but that's about where they've been starting all night long. Is
between
right
the 20 and the 28.
Between the 15 and the 25.
Yeah.
And they haven't been able to move anywhere.
Well, they really tried to throw the football the last series. Let's see if they maybe try to go back to the ground game.
Well,
the first play was all right, but then they didn't do much since then.
They've done nothing since then.
All right, 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left for Cale Van Sickle, the quarterback, and he will hand off. And the fullback,
I think he's going to lose yardage.
He is.
They're going to put it back at about the 20.
Yeah, they're going to go right at about the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, 2-yard loss on that. Hansen had no room to run on that. Good blocking, good defending up front, And, we talked about it in the pregame a little bit before we went on air. They have to fill the holes on that running game, and that's exactly what they're doing. Right now they got Evan Beck on the left tackle, Meerbeek in the nose tackle, and Logan Sandman at the right tackle, and they're standing their guys up, and the linebackers are filling in around them, and that no running room at all.
So here's 2nd down and 12, and they will hand off again. That's Hansen, and Hansen will get some positive yardage this time around. Give him credit, as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, give him 4 on that one. 3.5, 4 yards. We'll mark it at 24. Positive yardage.
Third and long, though.
3rd and long, yeah. When you start out at 2nd and 12, and you only pick up 4, that's not going to help much.
That's not a key for victory for Southeast Valley this year.
Well, it's Coach Sweeter doesn't want that.
No, they want to be able to control line of
scrimmage, run the ball, stay close, and right now, 3 touchdowns down, it's not even the end of the first quarter.
No. And here we go. Rolling to his left is Van Sickle. He'll keep it himself. He's going to get some positive yardage, but he will be short of the first down.
He's going to be a couple yards short.
Mark him at about the 27, maybe 28. That was at least some positive yardage, though, for Southeast Valley as they get to the 28.
But, they still obviously got a punt because he's 4 yards short.
4 yards short in your own, or 4 yards short. You can't go for it in your own territory like that. It's still only the first quarter. Here's the punter, Jace Hansen. Much better punt this time around for Hansen, beyond the 50, and it'll bounce. Looks like it bounces right out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Spirit Lake. So Spirit Lake leads 21-0. We have 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Indians got an interception and a quick 20-yard touchdown run by Logan Salmon, a 2-yard touchdown run by Will Ditzworth, and a 9-yard touchdown catch by Dylan Stecker.
And for the first time tonight, we're playing on the south side of the 50-yard line.
And Spirit Lake, I had to put Spirit Lake on the
you got to put
starting area there.
Put their own 43.
And 1st and 10, and they will fake the handoff. Lunt to throw. Here is Stecker, and it'll be
dangerous.
Incomplete. Closest man to it was number 1 for Southeast Valley, Ross Larson.
Yeah, Cade didn't hit that one real good at all. He wanted to go the outside shoulder, went inside, and it fell extremely short. He's doing the loft on that. I think if Ethan would have gone down 20 yards and cut back in on a post pattern, he might have been there. And I saw Coach Beloit talking to him right now. So
2nd down and 10. And Lunt takes the snap. Will fake the handoff. Now throws a screen play to Orpin. Orpin will avoid, well, not quite avoid the defender. That's a good trip up there by number 34, Brady Hansen. Southeast Valley defense, we should get you the starters there for them as Spirit Lake got a couple yards up to the 45.
Yeah,
on the line, they're going to go Nathan Graves, Aiden Jepson, Preston Kennedy. Linebackers Tyler Moreland, Drew Temple, Cale Van Sickle, and Jace Hansen. Brady Hansen is a free safety, as is Dalton Krause, and then Ross Larson and Gage Jones are the defensive backs. Here's 3rd and long for Spirit Lake. Handoff Ditzworth. Gets to the 50. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, maybe 2 shy. Mark him at the 49 of Southeast Valley.
Is this 4-down territory?
Well, they gained 6 on that play, so it's going to be 4th and basically 2.
And the way they're moving the ball and the way their defense is playing, they're going to leave the offense out there, folks.
So Spirit Lake will go for it here at midfield, up 21-0. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter.
Coach Beloit feels confident in his offense run by Terry Brunsma.
Ditzworth is the running back. Oh, and I think they almost got somebody to jump. Here's Ditzworth. He'll have the first down to the 45, still on his feet down to the 42.
Just kept him rolling, kept the feet turning, got past the line of scrimmage, had a lot of guys hitting him with a hand, but you're not going to stop Will Ditzworth with a hand, I can tell you that.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line for Spirit Lake's offense, the 42-yard line to Southeast Valley.
Good 7-yard run on that 4th down carry that he needed 2.
And nice work by the line of scrimmage as well there.
Yep, gave him the hole at the initial spot.
And looking to throw here on 1st down. Avoiding some pressure there is Lunt. Nice job by Cade. Now throws downfield, and it'll be overthrown. He had Stecker down there, Ethan, but just overshot him a little bit. Yeah. I liked the idea.
Well, I think he kind of threw it away. He saw the defender on the inside of Stecker, Ethan Stecker, knew he had to throw it to the outside and deep, and Ethan wasn't able to get the start that he needed to go deep on, and he just threw it over his head.
2nd down and 10. Our broadcast tonight thanks to Northwest Bank, Okoboji Motor Company, Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, and your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee. 2nd and 10, ball at the 42-yard line of Southeast Valley for the Spirit Lake offense. Trying to add to a 21-point lead. And now just basically throwing it away. Will it be caught? He
did. He caught it.
Are they going to say yes?
Yes, he caught that.
They are.
They're giving him the catch.
That's Dylan Stecker. So Lunt, heavy pressure, and he's a little slow to get up. Heavy pressure just kind of he was trying to throw it basically out of bounds.
No, he wanted to throw it out to the outside. He just wanted to throw it away, but Dylan was there, had the defender on him. It got batted in the air by Dylan first. Then the defender hit it, and as Dylan was going down, he got his fingers underneath it and corralled it for a great catch.
Gain of 8.
Gain of 8.
3rd and 2. Man in motion for Spirit Lake. They'll fake that handoff, go to Ditzworth. Ditzworth has the first down and an extra yard, it looks like, to the 31. Needed 2, got 3. So that'll move the chains for the Spirit Lake offense. Now Southeast Valley has Jace Hansen slow to get up. He'll trot over to the sidelines. And he'll be replaced by number 6, Tyler Moreland. So Spirit Lake up 3 scores already, under a minute to play first quarter, looking for more at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver to the right. They'll hand off to the man in motion.
Will Graves, I believe.
And here goes Will. Will to the 25, down to the 20, stays inbounds to the 15, to the 10, to
Still
the 5.
He's
That's
in.
a touchdown.
He's in. Yep, that's a great run by Will Graves. He did
the tiptoe.
He did the last 20 yards, touching real close to the out of bounds line. Got it back in about a yard, got to the 10-yard line, and he just brushed off tacklers on that one.
With 33 seconds to go in the first quarter, Will Graves makes it 27-0 Spirit Lake. And fun to see the senior do that on the opening round of playoffs.
How about Graves and Sandman getting 2 of the 4 touchdowns in this first quarter?
Here's an extra point attempt for Will Ditzworth. And nothing going right for the Jaguars. Snap, hold, and we're going to wave this off here.
I didn't see any flags down.
It will be encroachment, I think, on Southeast Valley. He at least made it look that way, yes. They're going to decline it. All right.
Just keep him right where he's at.
Keep him where he is. No, don't try to change things up.
Well, you don't need a 2-point conversion at this point. So.
No. Snap, hold, kick is on the way, and it is good. Spirit Lake 28, Southeast Valley 0. We're back in a minute on KUOO.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
(28-0), Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's been an offensive explosion for the Indians. They've taken advantage of some miscues as well. Here's the kickoff. Jaguars will take it at the 8-yard line. And racing forward is number 34 there, Hansen.
Yeah.
He'll get to about the 27-yard line. So, I mean, it's been good field position to start with, at least, for Southeast Valley Clyde.
Well,
but
it hasn't been bad. Like we said,
No.
anywhere from the 15 to now it's up to the 30. This is their best starting position. But, they just haven't been able to produce anything against this very stingy Spirit Lake defense tonight.
No. Well, let's see what Coach Mike Sweeter has to answer with here. 2 receivers right, single receiver to the left for Cale Van Sickle, who has, I believe, Brady Hansen in the backfield with him. And he'll look to throw on first down. Heavy pressure throws, and almost intercepted, batted away at the last second by Dylan Stecker.
But what a great job by Stecker. He read that play, thought he could get up there, but realized, okay, I'm not going to be able to get the INT, so let me just get my long arms out there in this 6'4" body and knock it away, and that's just what he did.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line is what we'll say. 22 seconds to go here in the quarter. Our broadcast thanks to Okoboji Physical Therapy, the Eye Care Center, and Okoboji Motor Company. 2nd and 10 for Southeast Valley. And I wonder if we're going to see Van Sickle run with it here at some point, because that actually had a little success last time around. And here we go. Van Sickle up the right side, past the 30-yard line. He's to about the 33. And there's about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that's their best offense so far. Is with Van Sickle running right away.
And now up to the 34, so a gain of 8.
But, they're going to have to throw some, but I think they're just going to let this quarter run out here.
They will. At the end of the first quarter, Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley 28-0. And we will go to the second quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
When you go home, you'll feel what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
We go to the second quarter with Spirit Lake leading Southeast Valley 28-0. It's Class 2A opening round playoff football here on KUOO and Explore Live Video presented by Central Bank. And it will be 2nd down or 3rd down and a couple here for Southeast Valley. Another quarterback keeper. This time Spirit Lake is ready for Van Sickle, and he'll be stopped short at the 34, maybe even lost a yard at the 33-yard line. We'll mark him at the 34 for no gain. And that'll make it 4th down and a long 2, basically, about 3.
Yeah, good job by Bodie Higgins. There again, filling that gap. He saw that Van Sickle was going to try and spread that one out. Bodie came up right off of Logan Sandman, the defensive tackle on the right side, filled between him and Will Graves, and there's no place for Van Sickle to go.
So on 4th down, here is Jace Hansen to punt. He'll get it off. A line driver to the 35-yard line, and here goes Isaiah McQuan up near midfield. He'll be thrown out of bounds at the 49-yard line, tackled pretty hard out of bounds, but a good return.
Yeah, gets it across midfield for good field position again for the Indians to start at the Jaguars' 39-yard line with
49-yard line
or 49. All right, our 49. Yep.
Oh, yeah, their own 49-yard line. With 11:09 to go here in the first half, already leading again 28-0. And Lunt has a man in motion and will hand off. It's an end-around play here, and not going to be a lot of running room there as there's going to be some holds here. Joey Andres was the ball carrier. He crossed midfield, but this is coming back.
It's coming back. They threw the flag out of position, so that's a holding penalty.
Our live video tonight you can watch at exploreokoboji.com under the sports tab by clicking live video. You can watch at Explore Okoboji on YouTube. And if you have a Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, one of those over-the-top streaming devices, just search for our free app. It's called the letters CF and Video. It stands for Community First Video, CF Video. Watch all the games live or on demand from there. So back to the 39-yard line of Spirit Lake go the Indians on the 10-yard loss.
Well,
the penalty.
Interesting now because Spirit Lake started out last week against Clarion Goldfield. 3 quick touchdowns in the first quarter and plus. And they kind of went into a shell after that.
And here's a little screen pass. It
Sundal
is caught by a Ryder Sundal. He gets up past midfield, and give the credit to, who was that, number 9, Cale Van Sickle, for what was at least a first down saving tackle, maybe more.
Yeah, no kidding. That great blocking on the perimeter again on that wide receiver screen. And Sundal got that. He was coming back on that, and he looked at his blockers, 2 ends, pushed 2 guys out, saw the gap, shot through it, and picked up great yardage to make it second and very manageable now.
Gain 15, second down and 5. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right, and Lunt looking to throw, and just overshot Dylan Stecker.
Had him wide open. Stecker had 5 yards on his defender on that one.
Lunt knew he was open, too.
Lunt's just kicking himself right now.
He's kind of shaking his head, saying, what could have been.
Bodie Higgins comes back and says, hey, it's all right. We got it.
All right, third down and 5, and I think Spirit Lake is probably in 4-down territory here, even though they're up 28-0, because they're on the Jaguar side of the 50.
I mean, chances are you punt it. You're going to punt it probably into the end zone, so it's not going to be a net that much.
There's a man in motion. They'll fake the handoff.
Don't have to worry about it.
Bodie Higgins, and boom, boom. He's down to the 40-yard line for a first down.
Don't have to worry about punt on that. Bodie Higgins got a head of steam, and did he
level.
He just leveled a couple of guys out there.
Yeah, Aiden Jepson kind of took the brunt force of that one. When he lowers that shoulder,
when he gets that head of steam going,
and he's got
tough.
His
legs
down.
are massive right now. They've just got such strong lower body on him.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Jaguars' 40-yard line for the Indians. And they will hand off. And this time around, Higgins is met in the backfield. That was good defense by Southeast Valley. Drew Temple, I believe, led the charge for the Jaguars.
Yeah, did
him and also, let's see.
Isaiah Ehrig.
Yes.
Yeah. Ehrig came up.
Very nice job.
Great job on that one, sealing off this right side.
So a loss of 4 to the 44-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 14. So Southeast Valley kind of gave Spirit Lake a taste of their own medicine there. And it'll make it 2nd and 14 for the Indians. Again, they're up 28-0 if you're joining us on the radio side and you can't see that. 2 by 2 go the receivers for Cade Lunt and the Indians. And Cade looks to throw, and it'll be caught. That's Ethan Stecker. Makes a man miss. First down, and then some. Stecker goes racing down the sidelines, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
At about the 14-yard line.
And I believe Ross Larson is going, excuse me, my head hurts because I just got faked out so bad by Ethan Stecker.
We used to say pull up your shorts.
Pull up the well, I'd say something else, but yeah.
All right,
wow.
About the 14. That's a gain of 30, Clyde. And what a move by Ethan Stecker.
Just totally fooled him.
You know, Dylan was kind of the target early on in the year, Clyde, but I think Dylan's been getting a lot more attention in recent games. Ethan's really helped
and both of them can
take
do
it up. Oh, absolutely. Here's a throw to the end zone. Oh, I think he must have heard me. They just about got a touchdown pass there to Stecker. Nicely done at the last second, knocked away by the defender for Southeast Valley.
Great play. I mean, there's no problem with it. The ball was there, just good defense. And 50-50 ball like that, 90% of the time, Stecker's going to get it.
Yeah, I didn't check the number there. It's number, it's hard to read. It might be number 20. It might be Gage. Oh, it's Gage. Gage Jones. 28.
Yep, 28.
Who made a nice play there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Indians at the Jaguars' 14-yard line. They're up 28-0 with 8:34 to go first half.
And I like what the official did on that last play. A lot of hand checking, didn't make any call because it was pretty
both
clean.
Ways.
Yep.
Here's an end-around play. It's Sandman again, and Logan. He'll fight forward. He's going to, I think, maybe get the original line of scrimmage.
Get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's going to be close.
Maybe he lost a yard, but he got hit a couple of times, kept the legs going.
They'll mark it right at the 14, so no gain.
Yep, no gain.
They tried that end around again. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that one just didn't develop like that first one on that touchdown run that Logan had. He had a few white shirts that kind of broke some tackles
Absolutely.
or broke some blocks and was able to get up there and hold him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Aiden Jepson, one of the guys that time around that did that. In motion is Dylan Stecker. 3 receivers to the left. Lunt will look to throw on 3rd and 10. And over the middle, it'll be caught into the end zone.
Should be a touchdown. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, they got it on this side, Judge, over here.
Dylan Stecker with a 14-yard touchdown catch, a pass from Cade Lunt, and Spirit Lake leads 34-0.
And that's one of those where before the game started, we were talking with Jan Beloit, Josh Beloit's dad, a little bit, and he said he had watched some of the field with Josh, and they play very deep on their defensive backs. It leaves the middle open a little bit. And when you got a linebacker trying to cover one of the Steckers doing a quick slant across the middle, which is what that was, it's not going to go well. And it showed it right there in a 14-yard touchdown pass.
Snap, hold, kick is on the way, and it's good for Ditsworth. 35-0 Spirit Lake. Back in a minute, KUOO.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley. 7:39 to go in the first half. It's been all Indians in this one. On Q102, Central Lyon George Little Rock leads Okoboji 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Here comes the kickoff from Ditsworth. And it'll be taken at
right
the
there.
13, 14-yard line. And on his knees having to catch that there was Casey Hansen. And so Southeast Valley will get the ball at their own 14-yard line. Our broadcast tonight on the video side of things presented by Central Bank. They're our exclusive sponsor on the video side of things. Also want to thank the likes of Spencer Physical Therapy, IGL Teleconnect, and Black Earth Java for sponsoring on the radio side of things. So here comes the continuous clock.
Yeah, 35-point lead here. And
halfway
through the second quarter, and we're running continuous already.
3 receivers here for Van Sickle, who will roll to his right and throw. Pressure, dumps it off. It'll be caught by Hansen. And Hansen will have a first down for Southeast Valley as he gets past the 25-yard line, out to near the 30 for the Jaguars.
There's one reason why Van Sickle was able to get that to Hansen, because Hansen missed the block just before Van Sickle got hit by the linebacker who was supposed to be covering Hansen, and he just got it off for the first down.
Yeah, good run there by Hansen afterwards, and Southeast Valley picks up 16 yards and gets to the 30-yard line. That's easily their best play from scrimmage so far tonight.
And their first down, yep.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Jaguars, 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. And from the shotgun, Van Sickle will throw again. Heavy pressure will throw over the middle. Ooh, dangerous. Dangerous throw. It'll be incomplete.
Ryder Sundell had daylight on that one. Ball was just a little bit high because otherwise he would have had that picked. But great coverage, great pressure on Van Sickle. That front 3 plus a couple more, whoever's coming from the backer position.
On Q102 tonight, it is Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Okoboji 21-0. That's after the first quarter there. Okoboji with a difficult draw in the first round, out to number 1. But, you know, you make the playoffs.
But he made it,
What a step in the right direction for that program.
Coach Klaus is so happy about that last week at the coaches show.
Absolutely. I got to listen to that.
God.
Here's the pressure.
Boom.
There's the first McKean's Pub and Grill sack of the night.
And that was the same type of play as that last one that they completed on, except this time Owen Lallemand hit the gap at the perfect time, and there was no way he was going to get a pass off on that.
Loss of 10 on the play. Somebody's won a free cheeseburger basket from McKean's Pub and Grill. Sign up today at explorekoboji.com. It's one of the scrolling banners on the homepage. And enjoy a free burger basket from McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake every time Spirit Lake sacks the opposing team's quarterback. 3rd down and 20. From their own 20-yard line, the Jaguars and Van Sickle to throw.
And
heavy pressure again. Van Sickle gets away, throws it downfield, and out of bounds. It was caught out of bounds. Nice catch.
Yeah, I think they
by
caught
number 28. That's Gage Jones. Are they going to say he caught it in bounds?
Yeah, they caught it in bounds.
I thought he was out of bounds.
Well,
nice grab.
Just had the 1 foot, and he drug it. Great, perfect.
What a great throw by Van Sickle.
It's the only place he could have thrown it without being intercepted.
So to the 41-yard line goes Southeast Valley.
And
they
who
pick
was
up
it
21.
That got that one, Hanson?
Gage Jones.
Gage Jones.
Number 20, where are we at there? 28.
Yep.
So 1st and 10, Jaguars. We'll get some score updates here in a moment. Well, Scott Nolte, here I thought, we have running clock in the first half. Maybe we'll beat Scott.
No.
He's at halftime.
Yeah.
It's 13-0, Emmetsburg leading Ridgeview at halftime on Y100.
All they've done is run it.
Absolutely. Timeout here by Southeast Valley. We'll keep things right here and give you some score updates here at the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, when you run it like Emmetsburg does, they just keep it, the clock runs.
Well, the Ehawks went undefeated in the district, Clyde, 5-0. They won all 5 games there. They won one of the games, the last game of their regular season, so they won 6 in a row.
Yep.
They're playing much better football. They got their guys back. That's a team that I think can make some noise here in the playoffs.
But you think about it, like I was just saying, you look in this first quarter for Spirit Lake, they had the ball 1, 2, 3, 4 times, scored all 4 times. Okay? Emmetsburg probably had it 1 time.
And scored.
And then second quarter, 1 time and scored.
11-minute drive.
Yeah, 11-minute drives.
All right, first quarter scores of interest. Western Christian, nothing. ELC, nothing. That's one I'm following tonight. Clarion's not doing too bad against West Lyon on the road. 9-0 Wildcats after 1 quarter.
All right.
We've got Galen Catholic tied with West Hancock 6-6. Trainer 7, West Sioux, nothing. St. Ansgar 3, I believe it's Sibley Cheaton 0. Here's a throw, and it's going to be batted in the air.
Picked
it's
off.
Caught! Picked off! That's
75.
number 75, Ethan Carlson.
Yep. Batted in the air. I didn't see you got the bat in the air, but it went up in the air, and Ethan Carlson right there, Johnny on the spot, and gets his interception.
And you did just what you needed to do, big boy. Don't listen and they tell you big boy should just fall on it then. No, you run, you get your yards, you get into that scoreboard.
But did you see what he did? He wrapped the ball with both arms. He got about 4 or 5 yards on the return.
So to the Southeast Valley 33-yard line with about 3:45 to go here in this first half, and the Indians are really cooking now. At the 33-yard line.
And they got it with probably 3:30 on the clock when they started.
Lunt to throw on first down. Has a man.
Wide open.
To the 5, down to the 4. Nice throw.
And we knew this, too. The defenders for Southeast Valley are not very good on long passing. And they're showing it right now because you saw a couple of times Dylan Stecker was wide open on some of them. And now Tate Orpin, he had 3-4 yards on that one.
He got all the way down to the 2, Clyde. That's a 31-yard pickup, and it'll be 1st and goal, Spirit Lake. Oh, my. 1st and goal for the Indians. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Now a man in motion. They will hand off, and into the end zone goes Will Ditchworth for a touchdown.
Yeah, easily in the end zone. Great blocking again. Just phenomenal on that line play right now for the blocking. 2-yard touchdown run by Will Ditchworth.
2:36 to go in the first half. It's 41-0. Spirit Lake with an extra point coming up. Let's give you a few more first quarter scores of interest. MOC Floyd Valley is kind of in a win and get in situation in 3A. Remember, 3A and 4A and 5A are still playing regular season tonight. But it's Heelan 27, MOC 14 after 1, and Carroll leads BHRV 22-0. After the first quarter, no score between Sergeant Bluff and Sioux Center. And the kick is good by Ditsworth, and Spirit Lake leads 42-0. We're back in a minute, KUOO.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
For Southeast Valley, we'll try to get the other number here in a moment. I believe it's Hanson and Hanson actually out there back to receive.
Okay.
Ditsworth to kick off for the Indians, now leading Southeast Valley 42-0 in Class 2A playoff football in the first round, and this is to the 9-yard line. And Hanson up the right side.
No, that's Logan Jaski, number 8.
It is 8.
Yep.
It's Jaski out of bounds.
Logan Jaski over there. So we'll see where they're going to start on this drive. They have not had any type of success at all tonight on sustaining drives. Approximately 220 when we'll say 220 when this drive started.
42-0 Spirit Lake. Now after this week, they'll put you in a pot of 4 teams.
Yeah, they mix things up a little bit then. It all depends on who's winning and where and so on and so forth. So,
2 receivers left, single receiver to the right. It'll be a quarterback keeper, Van Sickle, and he'll fall forward. Probably got about a yard. Mark him at the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to State Farm Insurance, Bank Midwest, the Eye Care Center, and Snappers Turtle Bay Cafe. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go, first half. Yeah, kind of going back to that, if the top 4 teams based on the state rankings are still alive, they'll get what's called the number 1 seed.
Number 1
at that
seed,
point.
yeah, somewhere in a pod somewhere.
Here is a handoff, and tripping forward and falling for maybe a yard or 2 there was Brady Hanson.
Yeah, Bodie Higgins got a hand on him.
Looks like he got about to the 29 yards. I'm going to say he got 1 to the 28 because it's still third down and 7. So here is third down and 8.
Third and long, and they haven't had much success at all tonight on these longer pass plays.
Well, let's see if maybe they go back to that sweep with Van Sickle. That seemed to work pretty good that one time they had third and long. Here is a handoff to Hanson, and he'll try to drag a defender for the first time. He's going to be about a yard short.
Yep.
Mark him at the 35. I think they got to go for it here.
They got to. I mean, they're 42 points down.
Yeah. What difference does it make if you don't get it? Especially with 20 seconds to go here in the first half. And they may just be trying to get to the locker room at this point to regroup. If they don't even need to snap a play.
Don't even need to snap it.
Clyde.
I don't think they're going to.
No.
I don't think they're going to. They're just going to let this run down, get to the halftime.
So at halftime, Spirit Lake all over Southeast Valley, 42-0. Wow. What an absolute blowout.
Total domination. I mean, Spirit Lake has done everything to perfection almost tonight. I haven't seen too much go wrong for them. From the blocking schemes, from the defensive side of the line, to the run plays, to the pass plays. They've had a couple of miscues on maybe a couple of passes going over the head, and that's about it. Other than that, it's been perfection. Penalty-wise, Spirit Lake, I think they've got, 1 or 2 penalties is all? So
yeah, maybe 2, a hold and maybe a false start. That's about it.
I've got them for penalties. Let's see here. One penalty for a 10-yard holding.
Yeah.
So they've been playing perfect football.
Spirit Lake 42, Southeast Valley nothing. We've reached halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout in our halftime show on the way from Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. That's on the way next on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Window and door solutions for your next project. Choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Erickson, Kelson and Associates in Spirit Lake are proud supporters of the Spirit Lake Indians. Our team at Erickson Kelson is dedicated to helping your business be the best it can be. Optimize your performance with us at Erickson, Kelson and Associates in Spirit Lake. Go Indians!
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
It's time to take your passion of fishing to a whole new level with a new Triton boat. At Great Lakes Marine, they have a passion for putting fishermen like yourself in the boat of your dreams. Triton continues to lead the way in fiberglass fishing boat innovation. Whether you're a veteran tournament angler or a dedicated novice learning the ropes of a great sport, get on the water today with a new Triton bass boat powered by Mercury. Let them show you all the features Triton has to offer. Great Lakes Marine Service and Sales, Highway 9 in Spirit Lake.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare.
Where Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley 42-0, Clyde, and just an absolutely dominating first half by Spirit Lake, I tell you. And I don't know where to go from this if you're Southeast Valley.
I mean, you got to go into a halftime going, okay, we're down by 42-0 score. That's 6 touchdowns. We got to make that up, and we haven't been able to move the ball. So you just got to keep giving them the encouragement, keep these kids pumped up.
Play a strong half of football.
Play a strong half of football. It's going to be a continuous clock. You hope nobody gets hurt on it. But, man, that's demoralizing. It's like I said before we went to break at halftime. Spirit Lake's played a perfect game.
This didn't happen last year at all for Spirit Lake in the playoffs necessarily, but I tell you what, I've seen demoralizing playoff performances here by Spirit Lake, and other teams have come out of here in the playoffs not feeling good. Let's take a look at how the first half got to 42-0, all right? Wes Walls intercepted the third play of the game at the Southeast Valley 20, and then one play later, Logan Salmon ran it in from 20 yards out to make it 7-0 Spirit Lake. Southeast Valley goes 3 and out, but they only punt to their own 33-yard line. It was shanked, and then Will Ditzworth runs it in 5 plays later from 2 yards out to make it 14-0 Spirit Lake. Then Southeast Valley fumbles the football. Owen Meerbeek recovers it, at the Jaguars' 18-yard line. The Indians 2 plays later find pay dirt thanks to a 9-yard touchdown catch from Dylan Stecker from Cade Lunt. That made it 21-0. Southeast Valley goes 3 and out again. This time they actually punt to the Spirit Lake 43-yard line. The Indians this time around, they burned 3 minutes and 27 seconds of clock. Emmetsburg would have been proud.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Iowa would have been proud.
Yeah.
31-yard touchdown run by Will Graves with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter made it 28-0 Spirit Lake. The Jaguars would basically go 3 and out on their next possession. They punt to their own 49-yard line. Spirit Lake, or to the Spirit Lake 49-yard line. The Indians then 9 plays later get a 14-yard touchdown catch from Dylan Stecker to make it 35-0. The running clock starts early second quarter. 4 plays later, Ethan Carlson gets an interception at the Southeast Valley 33-yard line. And then 2 plays later, Spirit Lake finds the end zone again, this time a 2-yard touchdown run by Will Ditzworth to make it 42-0 after the extra point. And that's where we sit at halftime.
Yeah,
wow.
some of the individual stats. Let's take a look at Southeast Valley. Not a whole lot of stats on that. Cale Van Sickle, 6 carries, 1 yard is what he's got. He was sacked at one time for about I believe a 10-yard loss on that, so that doesn't help his run totals any. Brady Hansen, 7 carries, 18 yards. That's been it on rushing-wise. Passing-wise, Gage Jones has 1 catch for 21 yards, and Brady Hansen 2 catches for 10 yards. 3 of 8 on the night, 2 interceptions for Cale Van Sickle, 31 yards on the night.
Wow.
So totals for Southeast Valley, I've got them for 19 yards rushing and 31 yards receiving for a total of 50 yards of total offense. For the Spirit Lake Indians, spreading out again. This is what's so nice about what they can do when they get this way. Ryder Sundell, Will Graves, one carry, 31 yards. Bodie Higgins, 2 carries, 2 yards. Logan Sandman, 2 carries, 20 yards. Will Ditchworth, 5 carries, 20 yards.
Spreading it around.
Yeah. Logan and Tate Orpin, 1 carry for 13 yards. So they just spread it out. Tate Orpin also had 3 catches for 42 yards. Ethan Stecker, 2 catches for 39 yards. Dylan Stecker, 4 catches, 38 yards. And Ryder Sundell, 1 catch for 15. So all aspects, they're just spreading it out. They're just displaying the wealth across the field and getting the blocking and everything they need whenever they need it. So Cade Lunt, 10 of 14, 134 yards.
That'll get it done.
That'll get it done right there. So the totals for the Spirit Lake Indians, 86 yards rushing on the night. Haven't had to go very far. They started in on Southeast Valley's side of the field just about every time. And so the 86 yards rushing on 11 carries. So they're averaging just under 8 yards a carry. Receiving-wise, 134 yards receiving on the 10 of 14 by Cade Lunt. So they're averaging almost 13 and a half yards per catch. And they've got a total of 220 yards of offense in the first half.
220 yards to 50. And
yep.
That's why it's 42-0 here at halftime. A reminder of our McKean's Pub and Grill Sack Attack. Every time Spirit Lake sacks the opposing team's quarterback, somebody wins a free cheeseburger basket from McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake. Sign up today on the homepage at explorecabogie.com. It's one of the scrolling banners there on the homepage. We have a 2-minute timeout on the way, and then our halftime report with Sport Director Scott Nolte. It's next on KUOO.
Rogers Auto and Tire Service in Milford is now Bogie Auto Repair. Ben is experienced in servicing all makes and models, brakes, tires, oil changes, and more. Bogie Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. Bogie Auto Repair is situated behind Sunshine Foods in Milford. Good luck to all area teams.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more. Plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Halftime here at Hafer Field in Spirit Lake, 42-0. Spirit Lake leading Southeast Valley. And we'll be starting our second half here shortly.
Spirit Lake will get the football to start the second half, by the way, too.
Other halftime scores on Q102 at Central Lyon, George Little Rock 35, Okoboji 0. On Y100, Emmitsburg leading Ridgeview 13-0. Let's see, do we have some other scores here? Not quite yet on the halftime side of things, but as they come in, one more. Remsen St. Mary's 44, Harris Lake Park 8, so not a good first half for the Wolves down in Remsen, which has not been a fun place for most 8-player teams in Northwest Iowa. Let's be blunt, they're very, very good. But the Wolves, another good season under Coach Gunderson.
Yep. Looks like we'll have McQuan and Walls going back to receive this kickoff.
Yeah, we haven't had them back there yet this evening because Southeast Valley hasn't kicked off yet. And here comes the kick from Spencer Peterson. That's kind of a short kick.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to handle.
And it'll be taken at the 16-yard line by Walls, and then he gets up that left side and finds a little seam and is brought down beyond the 30-yard line at the 33. So that's, I don't know, that might actually be the worst starting field position for Spirit Lake yet.
We'll see 11:40 on the clock when they're going to start this drive.
It is continuous clock here until Southeast Valley gets it within 35. So Spirit Lake 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. And it looks like we'll have...
You got the starters, I think, out there at least this series.
Out, yep. And they'll fake a handoff. Now they'll go to the big guy. Here's Bodie Higgins, and Bodie bumbles past the 35 to the 38-yard line and a pickup of 5 on first down. Well, that's a start to the half you'd like to see anyway.
Yeah, just straight up the middle, right off the center's right hip, and pick up 5 yards. Why not?
Thanks to Central Bank for sponsoring Explore Live Video. They're the premier video sponsor of Spirit Lake playoff football on Explore Live Video. 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers right, single receiver to the left. Lunt in the shotgun will hand it off. And Bodie will get the corner turned and then crosses the 40. He's up near the first down marker.
Bodie did that one on his own because he had a guy in the backfield almost ready to tackle him for a loss. I believe that was 33, Isaiah Ehrig. But he evaded him, got around him, cut back to the inside, and picked up the first down out to the 38, or to the 44.
Needed 5, got 6. 3 receivers here for Cade Lunt. And he'll look to throw on 1st and 10. And is airing it out and has Dylan Stecker. It's caught at the 20. Stecker still on his feet, gets away from the defender into the end zone for another touchdown.
Made that look easy, didn't he?
Oh, my.
But did you see the gap that Dylan Stecker had on that defender?
Yeah.
5 yards, and Cade couldn't throw it fast enough to get it out there. Stecker had to wait for the ball to get to him. It allowed the defender to catch up a little bit. He caught the ball, wrapped his arms. Dylan just kind of pushed him off and walked in the end zone.
It's a 56-yard touchdown catch and run from Cade Lunt to Dylan Stecker. And Will Ditzworth is on for an extra point attempt with 10 minutes and 2 seconds to go, third quarter. Will Graves the holder for the Indians. There's the snap, hold, kick is on the way, and it is good. 49-0, Spirit Lake. 10:01 to go here in the third quarter. Back in a minute on KUOO.
So 3 plays.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
49-0, Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley in the opening round of 2A football playoffs. And here's the kickoff from Ditsworth. Goes to, about the 11. Southeast Valley will pick it up from there. And it will be number 34, Brady Hansen, up to the 17-yard line. So we'll see the Jaguars offense for the first time tonight.
They kind of let that land like, I don't want to take it anymore.
You, me. I'll mark him at the, I'm going to mark him at the 18.
Yeah, give him the 18 on that one.
Based on the far side of the field. Under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. And Southeast Valley will line up with a single receiver to the right. And the L-I formation, they'll hand off to the fullback here, Drew Temple.
Yeah, that's
first time we saw him tonight.
Seen him tonight.
That was pretty positive. He got up to the 21-yard line, pick up a 3.
Quick hitter right up the middle to the big guy. 3 yards.
I like to see the old I formation sometimes, Clyde. It hasn't worked tonight for Southeast Valley, but
well, and here's the other
fun.
thing. With an I formation, it's going to be tough to run against a 3-5 defense because you can fill those spots so quick with that deep tailback.
And they'll go the big guy again. This time he's going to get the first down. Temple up to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 9. And that moves the chains for Southeast Valley. Is that the second?
Third
first down
of the game.
I was going to say, they haven't had many.
No, they've got 2 on the pass play.
Our broadcast thanks to Drip Okoboji, Okoboji Realty, Steamway Cleaning, and McKean's Pub and Grill. 49-0, Spirit Lake leads Southeast Valley. 8:20 to go, third quarter. And Van Sickle under center will hand off to the tailback this time around. Does get a little room there, does Hansen. Mark him at the 33-yard line, a pickup of 3. Before the defense swarms. I'm going to go 3. It's real close. It's like 2.5, but I'm going to say, now on second thought, I'm going to go 32.
I'm going to go 2 on that.
The far side was marking closer to the 33 for a moment there, but that just could be my eyes playing a trick.
Yeah, they're closer to that 32
Second
yard. They're
and
kind of right in between 32 and 33-yard lines.
Still in the eye, and they'll go to the big guy here. In Temple, Spirit Lake has it sniffed out right away. Nice defense there. Let's find the number who that was for Spirit Lake. It was...
That Joey Andres on that one, I believe, was in there.
Nope. That was 13 that time around.
J.D. Schneider.
Sam Hendrickson that time around. So nice job by Sam. And they'll say it's a gain of 1 on forward progress to the 33. Third down and 7. Van Sickle looks to pass and heaves it downfield, and that's trouble. Who's going to come down with it?
Who's got that?
I don't know. They're wrestling for it. They're going to say it's down, Spirit Lake.
No, they're calling the other way.
They're going to say it's the other way. They're going to say it's caught by Andrew Miller at the 39-yard line of Spirit Lake.
And I think that was a good call. I think
he came down with it.
They both came down with it. Sundal got his arms around it as they're coming down. They both kind of had it, but I think Miller had more control laying on the ground, and then Sundal ripped it out as he
after it was
up.
down.
Yeah.
So it's a gain of 27, and 1st and 10 for Southeast Valley, and there's like a quarterback sneak. They're just kind of pushing the pile forward.
Oh, the tush push.
That's
the tush push.
You must be watching Philadelphia. Mark it at the 36-yard line and a gain of 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. I'm seeing some newer faces out there defensively for Spirit Lake. We'll try to get some numbers there. Quick handoff there, and there was not much there on that quick hitter for the maybe even a dive play, I guess you would say, for Drew Temple, as he's back at the 37-yard line, loses a yard. So 3rd down and 7. Single receiver to the right here for Van Sickle. They're in the eye, and he'll hand off to the tailback, Hansen. Hansen gets to the outside, crosses the 30 to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. He'll have a first down and then some. And they'll mark him all the way down at the 19.
Well, that's positive right there. That's the most positive we've seen all night.
All night,
from this Southeast Valley offense.
Put him at the 37-yard line. And that'll be, what is it, a gain of 18, did I say? Yeah.
Yep, down to the 19. Yeah, it'd be a gain of 18 on
From the
that
37 to the 19. There we go. 1st and 10 for Southeast Valley, who's at least, trying to go out of their season with something positive,
do something
right?
positive. Keep upbeat. Try and get some
And
yardage.
they're young. There are a lot of juniors on this team.
Yep.
They're going to hand off to the tailback. Nothing there for Hanson. Good defense by Spirit Lake, filling the gaps that time around, including Evan Beck.
Filled the holes real nice on that one. Didn't let him go anywhere.
And
They're
there'll
gonna
be
give
no
him
gain.
no gain.
2nd down and 10. 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. 49-0 Spirit Lake. Indians are going to move on and playoff football, but got to finish this one first.
Continuous clock right here. It's just going to keep running. And as long as both teams keep it on the ground, it's going to run that much faster for them.
And Van Sickle will look to throw. And heavy pressure. Tosses it out. It'll be caught by Hanson. Hanson inside the 10, down to about the 5, maybe even 4-yard line.
Well, that was a perfect touch pass by Van Sickle and a good run after the catch. Little missed assignment on that outside linebacker trying to cover Hanson on that one. Couldn't quite catch up to him, and Hanson picked up good yardage all the way down to the 4-yard line, gain of 15.
And 1st down for Southeast Valley.
Well, I like the positive energy still going from the Jaguars.
And they're going to hand off to Hanson, and he won't get much there on 1st down. That's good defense by Spirit Lake.
If they give him one, I'd be amazed.
No.
I think they're getting him no gain.
No gain, 2nd and goal from the 4. Tonight's broadcast thanks to Dr. Craig Newell, Pizza Ranch, Spirit Lake Community Schools, and Okoboji View and Pub 19. And also thanks to Central Bank for sponsoring tonight's live video on Explore Live Video. They're our premier video sponsor. Central Bank, making live video possible. Tell them thanks next time you stop in to the bank. And here's a handoff with a quick hitter there, and going to be some positive yardage for Drew Temple. But
maybe a yard.
He got a yard at least to the 3, but
then spun back down. I think they're going to mark it at just inside the 3, so give him a yard.
So 3rd and goal from about the 3.
We've seen Spirit Lake do some stops on these goal line stands lately.
Isaiah McQuan enters the ball game here. 3rd and goal from the 3. Van Sickle under center. Will hand off to Hanson. Tries to lunge for the goal line.
No,
didn't get there.
Short.
He's going to be a yard short. About a half a yard short.
Yeah.
Give him 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th and goal from the 1. Not even though it's inside the 1. It's right on the goal line.
I mean, the nose of the football is just about on the goal line.
So 4th and goal. Let's see if the defense can come up with a stand. Southeast Valley trying to get on the board here.
Look for that quarterback sneak, basically, with a tush push on it. They're going to put Temple right behind Van Sickle, the quarterback.
And it will be Van Sickle.
Oh, I don't think he got it.
He's going to break free. He's not going to get it. He'll be sacked or tackled back at the 3-yard line.
In fact, when he broke out of there trying to get around the end, that made it worse because that gave him 2-3 yards for Spirit Lake. What a goal line stand right there by the Indians.
So with 1:40, it's a turnover on downs as he loses 2 yards to the 3.
Back to the 3.
Now where are they officially going to mark this here? That's the question I have.
Yeah, they got it marked at the 3.
It's at the 3. Mm-hmm. All right, so at the Spirit Lake 3.
But turnover on downs, so they hold them.
Wow, nicely done. Hey, we have some scores, Clyde Erke. These are halftime scores, by the way. As we mentioned on Q102, it's Central Line, George Little Rock 35, Okoboji nothing. And here's going to be a handoff for Spirit Lake on 1st down, and this is Ditsworth. Ditsworth past the 5. Mark him down at the 9, it looks like.
Look for a steady dose of run on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Lunt is still in there at the quarterback spot. In fact, I see quite a few of the starters are still in there right now.
They are, but, I mean, with coming to the end of the third quarter, I think you're going to see some things switching up coming the fourth
especially
quarter.
Since that we just burned this whole quarter and Southeast Valley didn't get any closer.
Yeah, and a big goal line stand. So we still got a 2-touchdown cushion on the 35-point lead. 2nd
down and 4. And they'll throw the screen play, and that'll be a 1st down and a little bit more as well. And Cade Lunt to Tate Orpin that time around. Tate to the 11-yard line, it looks like. That's going...
16.
16, excuse me. Thank you, Clyde.
Yep. Picked
Gain
up
of
7.
7. Knew he had a first down in
Yep.
there. My math was not adding up. All right, other scores here. These are the halftime scores. ELC 8, Western Christian 12.
Whoa,
good game in Esterville.
close game there.
West Lyon 16, Clarion nothing. Clarion's holding on with
all
West
right.
Lyon. Clarion has had weeks where they've looked good this year. Last week wasn't one of them.
No, last week wasn't
Nobody
one of
really
them.
looked good last
Yep.
week. But all right, we got West Hancock 20, Galen Catholic 6. It's Trainer 14, West Sioux nothing. St. Ansgar 10, Sibley Cheaton nothing. So the Generals aren't out of that game by any means. It's Sioux Center 21, Sergeant Bluff Luton 7 at halftime. That's regular season 3A. Sioux Center's trying to go basically undefeated in their district and looking like they're going to do it. Healing all over MOC 41-13. Let's take a 30-second timeout. More coming up on KUOO.
This is Cole Nickel, commercial line sales executive from Central Insure. We understand there's more to insurance than just your policy. It's about people and protecting what's most important. That's why we strive to offer you the most appropriate and cost-effective policies to fit your needs. From home, auto, life and health to business insurance, our experienced and local agents are here to help you. Central Insure is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to local athletes.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any other federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
Spirit Lake leading Southeast Valley in Class 2A opening round playoff football 49-0. Again, as we go here to the fourth quarter. With Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick handling all of our Explore Live video tonight, sponsored by Central Bank.
And I'll bet you're doing a great job. We haven't
He's
seen
doing
anything,
a great job.
but-
No, he runs it all by himself, unlike
He
the other
does.
guys who have a 75-man crew out here.
But you know what? Great coverage for this Spirit
It's
Lake
great.
squad. We love it.
It's great. Thank you, Patrick. And thanks to Michaela back at Mission Control, as always, on 103.9. All right, we start the fourth quarter, as I mentioned, 49-0. There's a penalty by Spirit Lake. What is that, just the second penalty
Second
tonight?
Yeah, second
back
one of
to
the
the
night.
11-yard line.
So a false start on that one.
Thanks to Interior Sewing by Lisa, Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank, and Central Insure, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast. So it'll be first down and 15 for the Indians offense. They got a goal line stand on Southeast Valley last quarter.
And you know what? This game, they really haven't been bothered by the long distances
No.
on some of these drives.
No. And they'll fake the handoff.
There we
New
get
quarterback, here's
Beloit.
Beloit, and he's going to try to race away, and he's going to be tackled for a loss way back at the 3. Not a lot going there for Lucas Beloit.
He needed to just get that one tossed out of the box somewhere and toss that to the sideline. But that's going to be a big loss of 8.
Sacked way back at the 3. So a loss of 8. That'll make it second down and about 20. Well, let's see. Where did they need to get to here? They need to get to the 26-yard line. They're at the 3. 23.
We're into the second depth chart now. I see Evan Beck here on the sideline. Meerbeek's on the sideline. Caden Lunt. I see Logan Sandman. So they got the second group in there.
Beloit hands off. I think they'll get the line of scrimmage, but no more for the running back there for Spirit Lake.
We'll try and get some of the names. 72 is a lineman out there. That's Josiah McQuan.
And was that
75,
Ditzworth?
Ethan
Ditzworth
Carlson.
was the runner
Ditzworth
there.
was the runner.
So no gain there.
One of the right, Lucas Beloit at the quarterback, as we said.
Third down and 23 from the 3-yard line. About a minute and 15 seconds into this fourth quarter. Our broadcast also thanks to C&B Operations, Jurdy Collision Center, and MHR Insurance. So many sponsors. We thank them all.
Got line ball out to the left here.
Here's Beloit. Hand off on an end around. Getting out of the end zone there is the running back. That is number 30, Tate Orpin.
Tate Orpin, yeah, he came from that slot position. Gets that handoff as he's going in motion. Picked up some yardage. Going to give him a little bit more room to punt now.
Yeah, mark the ball at the 7, gain of 4. And it'll be 4th and long, and Ditzworth is back to punt. Southeast Valley should have good field position here.
They should get that at about the Spirit Lake 40-yard line, I would think. Well, they're going way back.
One of the guys back there is Hanson.
Yeah, Hanson's on this side.
And I think
Grady Hanson is on this side.
I think it's Jeske on the other side. Jaski, excuse me. This
Great
actually
bounce.
takes a Spirit Lake bounce into Southeast Valley territory. It'll be down at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Well, that's flipping the field right
What
there.
a
Great
punt.
job by Will Ditzworth. And Will likes to get that punt as an end over end. And if he can catch the bounce right, it shoots the other direction, and that's just what happened on that one.
Still not terrible field position for Southeast Valley, but not as good as they were probably hoping. Trailing 49-0 with 9:30 to go in the ballgame. And let's see who some of these players are. I see for Spirit Lake, Ryder Sundahl is out there. I see number 52, Tyson Robinson, is still out there.
24 is J.D. Schneider's in the middle now in a linebacker position.
And here is Van Sickle throwing a screen pass that is caught by number 8, Logan Jaski. And Jaski crossing the 40. Mark him down at the 44-yard line of Southeast Valley and a pickup of 5. So 2nd and 5 on the way for the Jaguars. 8:38 to go in this one. Spirit Lake going to advance in playoff play.
Linebackers right now, Isaiah McQuan, Joey Andres, Schneider.
Van Sickle from the shotgun looks to throw, and he'll air it out. Downfield has a man, and it's caught. Caught by Andrew Miller, and he'll be tackled inside the 20 down at the 18.
Yeah, a little missed assignment there. He got open behind the two defenders. They were able to make up time.
They just didn't see where the ball was.
Didn't see where the ball was because they're running with the back to the ball. And great concentration by, who was that, Miller? Andrew Miller?
Yep. So let's see. He gained 32, and 6 is 38. So mark it at the Indians' 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right for Van Sickle, who's in the shotgun with Hansen, and he'll look to throw pressure. Will throw it, and it'll be caught. Nice scoop there by Ross Larson, the receiver.
Just to keep it off the ground was a good job on that.
And mark it down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout on the field will be taken by Spirit Lake. So mark it at the 13, gain of 5 on the passing play. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 when we return. 49-0 Spirit Lake, back in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Sports fans, this is Cindy Mart, Mortgage Loan Officer at Central Bank. We are a family-owned business, and our team is all about providing competitive rates and a personalized experience that is simple and smooth for everyone. Buying a home is the biggest purchase you'll ever make. Give me a call when you are ready, and I will guide you through the process and answer any questions. If you're ready to apply, visit mycentral.bank. Central Bank is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second down and 5 for Southeast Valley. They're at the Spirit Lake 12-yard line. And they'll look to throw here as Van Sickle, and that's tipped. Nicely done by number 52, Tyson Robinson.
Tyson Robinson got a big mid up in the air, and that's what they're teaching them to do. If they can't get to that quarterback, get in front of him and get the hands up, and that's just what he did. Knocked that one down and fell harmlessly to the ground.
Clock ticking with 7:10 to go here in the ball game. Again, it's continuous clock as Spirit Lake's up 49-0, but Southeast Valley looking to get on the board here. They got all the way down to the Spirit Lake goal line, but were rejected in the third quarter. And now they have 3rd down and 5 from the Indians. I'm going to call it 13-yard line.
Yep.
2 receivers right, single receiver to the left, and here is Van Sickle. Heavy pressure coming, and Van Sickle going to have to get rid of it downfield towards the end zone, and it'll be batted away, incomplete.
Good job by Wall, just knocking that one out of bounds. Makes it 4th down.
Our broadcast thanks to Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, The Venue, Service Master by Rice, and Minnesota West Community and Technical College. We have an injured Jaguar.
That's Van Sickle. He took a hard hit from a couple of Spirit Lake players as he was getting, he was running to his right trying to get out of the danger, and they were coming with a full head of steam, one coming upfield, one coming from behind him, and I think they kind of sandwiched him and might have landed on his leg and twisted his ankle up a little bit. That's what you didn't want to see on that type of situation.
No. Well, Southeast Valley, this is a young team. for them to maybe get something positive here in the second half, which they've had more positive in the second half than the first, but you don't want to see that happen here late in the ballgame. Again, 49-0 Spirit Lake leading Southeast Valley. Our video sponsor tonight is Central Bank. We thank them for being the premier video sponsor of Spirit Lake postseason football, and Van Sickle's going to get up on his own power, but he's just going to hobble his way back to the sideline.
He's favoring that left leg knee area. It looks like he's got a wrap on it already. So I would put him on the bench for the night, to be honest with you.
I would too. So he'll head to the sidelines. Thanks to Central Bank again. They're the sponsor of the video stream throughout the playoffs.
Well, you know what this Spirit Lake defense would love to do right here on this fourth down?
Get another stop.
Get another stop and hold that 0 up on the scoreboard.
They like that goose egg.
So who we got in here for quarterback now? I think it's number 8 maybe. You'd said that earlier in the game. Jaspy.
Well, I think it might be Dalton Krause.
Oh, Krause, yep.
He's played quarterback some. 13.
Yep.
And I think that's who it is. All right, here we go. 4th down and 5. The snap. Yes, Krause looking to throw over the middle. Caught? No, broken up at the end.
Great play.
Unable to hang on.
Simon Linebaugh, just a great coverage, step for step.
Not a terrible throw there to Logan Jaskey from Krause.
He bulleted that one in there, but wasn't able to hang on as Simon Linebaugh got his hands in on there. So they turned him over on downs, held that 0 up on the scoreboard.
With 6 minutes to go in the ball game, clock, of course, continues to tick here on the continuous clock. And the Indians with the football at their own, mark it, it's closer than that. I don't know what.
I'd say the 13.
Yeah, and they're going to return it to the 13-yard line.
Well, they should, because that's where the play started from.
Like, what are we doing here? So Spirit Lake gets the ball here. And let's see what Lucas Beloit and company do here now. In about an hour and 20 minutes, of course, we've got our Iowa High School scoreboard show. We'll give you the playoff football results.
Lucas Beloit, quarterback, Tate Orpin behind him.
Tosses a screen pass that's to Linebaugh. Simon breaks a tackler up near the 20-yard line where he's brought down. In fact, might be brought down just past the 20-yard line for a pickup of 7. Nice-looking throw.
Well, good run by Simon on that one because he had to wait for some blockers to set up.
Even made, actually, Clyde to the 21.
That wide receiver screen, and he had to cut back inside 2 or 3 sets of blockers and then turn it back up and get to the outside. Great job. And on the pass and catch and then the run afterwards out to the 21 for a gain of 8.
2nd and 2. Beloit by himself in the backfield. And he'll fake the handoff to McQuan. Avoids some defenders. Can he get the first down? Does cross the 20. I think he's going to be a yard short.
22s, I think. They're going to give him a yard.
I think you're right.
I think they're going to give him a yard. So 3rd and about a half a yard.
4:20 to go in the ball game. And again, 49-0 Spirit Lake if you're just joining us.
They're going to keep the offense out there.
Thanks to Lakes Regional Healthcare for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
This is kind of one of those deals you'd love to get this first down and then just burn the last 4 minutes.
3rd and 1. And they're going to hand off.
Nope,
I don't know if he got it. It's close for Orpin.
Well,
the forward progress is close to the line. I don't think he got it, though.
This side judge, they're going to mark it at the 22. Oh, they're going to – the nose of the football is – I don't know. That's going to be close.
They'll say no gain technically on our end of things, but I think they're going to go for it here on this 4th and 1. Bringing the play in here is Simon Linebaugh. Beloit will have 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
No, empty backfield.
Empty backfield on 4th and 1.
Maybe try and pull him off.
And they will hand it off. Orpin got a block. He should have the first down and then some to the 30 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's a well-executed play right there. And good job by Beloit to just run, be patient, set the guy up. He had to bring Will Graves back in for that tight end position on the right side because he knew the play was going to swing out that way.
I think they were trying to get him to jump, too.
Yeah, they were trying to do that, but then Orpin got it on that. He came in motion, got it on the inside handoff, and some great blocking on the outside by the wide receivers out there.
So mark it at the 36-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for Spirit Lake.
Gain of 14 on that one.
2:40 to go, and this should about
run it
do
out.
it here. Although only 10 seconds left on the play clock. Get up to the line of scrimmage, kids.
Yeah, they're going to have to call timeout because they're down to 3, 2, 1.
And they will call timeout here.
Timeout.
They were getting things kind of reset. We'll take a timeout as well. 49-0 Spirit Lake. 2:24 to go in this one. We're back in 30 seconds on KUOO.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Lake leads Southeast Valley. We have 2:24 to go in this one. The Indians will have first and 10 at their own 36-yard line. 2:24 away from celebrating an opening round playoff victory here tonight. Beloit in the shotgun. And he will roll to his left. Throws downfield, has a man, it's caught. That'll be a first down out of bounds.
Simon Linebaugh, I believe.
And yes, Simon, they'll mark him right at midfield for a gain of 14. Nice throw, too.
Yeah, right on the money. Good time, rolled out. It's a designed rollout, but he's rolling to his left. Right-handed thrower has to throw across his body and had good velocity on it. Simon Linebaugh is easily there for the catch at midfield for the first down on a 14-yard gain.
2 minutes to go in this one. Southeast Valley is going to see that season come to a close at 5-4. We have an end of third quarter score. It's Central Iron George Little Rock 35 and Bogie 7.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what, that's actually not bad if you're a Bogie fan.
You got to feel good about it.
Playing pretty good against the number one team in the state. There's a run for 5 yards up the right side.
Tate Orpin, I believe.
Right, yep. Mark him right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to take their time here now. Minute 20 on the clock, 24 seconds on the play clock. Plays coming in. They can run this down. And it'll be about 50 seconds left in the game. So a couple more plays.
2nd and 5. 3 receivers right, single receiver to the left. Beloit will roll to his right and throws downfield. It'll be caught.
Yep.
Nice catch by Isaiah McQuan. And they say he was inbounds.
Dropped the toes in. Both of them, actually. That was an NFL-type catch right there.
Mark him at the Southeast Valley 33-yard line.
Great catch by McQuan on that.
I believe. Were they on the Southeast Valley side of the field?
Yes,
so
they
that's
were.
A gain of 12.
Gain of 12, but another first down.
And 30 seconds to go. They'll have to snap it one more time.
Line ball comes in with the play. Orpin will be behind Lucas Beloit. Playing a kind of a backup right
Absolutely.
now. He's just playing reserve in case the ball gets fumbled.
And there you go. There's the knee. Back at the 39. So Spirit Lake handily wins Class 2A opening round football playoffs 49-0. I did not expect that tonight, Clyde.
I didn't either. But you know what? We said at the start, if Spirit Lake comes out strong and hits them in the face right away, they're not a team made to come back from anything, and they can't handle that type of pressure, and it showed tonight.
Again, 49-0, Spirit Lake gets the win. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Post-game show on the way with the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Cornwall and Dr. Jennis. We're back in 3 minutes on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Window and door solutions for your next project. Choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Erickson, Kelson and Associates in Spirit Lake are proud supporters of the Spirit Lake Indians. Our team at Erickson Kelson is dedicated to helping your business be the best it can be. Optimize your performance with us at Erickson, Kelson and Associates in Spirit Lake. Go Indians!
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
It's time to take your passion of fishing to a whole new level with a new Triton boat. At Great Lakes Marine, they have a passion for putting fishermen like yourself in the boat of your dreams. Triton continues to lead the way in fiberglass fishing boat innovation. Whether you're a veteran tournament angler or a dedicated novice learning the ropes of a great sport, get on the water today with a new Triton bass boat powered by Mercury. Let them show you all the features Triton has to offer. Great Lakes Marine Service and Sales, Highway 9 in Spirit Lake.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit.
Is brought to you by Doctors Norland, Doctors Cornwall and Jennis at the Actors. I'm sorry.
It's going to take a year for me.
15 years of habits die hard, folks.
And you
no
know
offense to Dr. Jennis.
He's been Norland was my eye doctor for 40 years, as long as I've been around here. So it's going to be real hard for me if I ever have to call that.
The Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake sponsors the post-game show. It's all Spirit Lake over Southeast Valley, 49-0 in Class 2A first-round playoff action. The Indians advance to the next round and likely going to have a home game next Friday as well.
I would think
as
so.
They go to 8-1 on the year. And basically, this one was just all Spirit Lake throughout Clyde very early in the ball game.
Right from the get-go. You take a look at it. We talked about it. That first quarter, what did we say? They had the ball 4 times.
And 4 scores.
And then they go to the second quarter. They have it 2 times and 2 more scores. So total domination right away from the get-go. And I think that's what Coach Beloit wanted to try and get done. He wanted to try and get that to where he gets that big punch right away. And when he did that, he knew that they were going to have trouble to try and come back because their game plan is a ground and pound, and that wasn't going to happen.
Let's take a look at some statistics here tonight, Clyde. Should we do that?
Let's get into that. For the Southeast Valley Jaguars, you remember in that first half they had a total of 50 yards. Well, they got a little bit more than that in the second quarter or second half on that running clock, but good for them. They kept the spirits up. They kept running. Cale Van Sickle, 8 carries, 3 yards. Brady Hansen, 12 carries, 40 yards. Drew Temple, 3 carries, 1 yard. And that was it for running. So if you think about that, we said their game plan is ground and pound. Well, they weren't able to run the ball. They weren't able to do it. They had to go to that throwing game. They went to the short game in that second half, and it worked out pretty good. Ross Larson, 1 catch, 5 yards. Andrew Miller, 2 catches, 65 yards. Logan Jaski, 1 catch for 5 yards. Gage Jones, 1 catch for 21 yards. Brady Hansen, 3 catches, 25 yards. And Van Sickle on the night went 8 of 15, had those 2 interceptions in the first half. Ended up with 21 yards. 121 yards of throwing tonight. Dalton Krause did throw one pass attempt, but it fell incomplete. So for the Spirit Lake Indians, some individual stats, pretty spread out here again tonight. Will Graves, one rush, 31 yards. Bodie Higgins, 4 catches, 13 yards. Lucas Beloit, three rushes, minus 13 yards. He had that one big sack in there. Logan Sandman, 2 carries, 20 yards. Will Ditchworth, 7 carries, 26 yards. Tate Orpin, 5 carries for 37 yards. Receiving-wise, Orpin had a good night tonight. Four receiving catches, 49 yards for Orpin. Ethan Stecker, 2 catches, 39 yards. Simon Linebaugh, 2 catches, 22 yards. Dylan Stecker, 5 catches, 94 yards. He had 3 touchdowns on the night, by the way.
Wow. He'd been kind of quiet lately.
Quietly,
tonight, 3 again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, quietly 3 touchdowns. Ryder Sundal had 1 catch for 15 yards. Will Graves had a touchdown tonight. Logan Sandman had 1. Will Ditchworth, I believe, had, a couple 3 in there. Plus all his extra points on the night.
Yep.
Totals for the night for the Indians. They had 11 first downs. Rushing-wise, they had 22 carries for 114 yards. Passing, they went 15 of 19 for 231 yards passing. 345 yards total offense tonight. And for the Southeast Valley Jaguars, 6 first downs, 4 of them in the second half. Rushing-wise, 23 carries, 44 yards. So, like I said, Spirit Lake just took their game plan right from the get-go. 18 completions on 16 pass attempts for 121 yards. They ended up with 165 yards, so that's 115 yards that they got in the second half.
Pretty solid night all around if you're a Spirit Lake fan. And if you're Southeast Valley, young squad, a lot of kids are going to come back next year, and they kind of overperformed, I think, from where they maybe thought they would be at this point in the season, so good for them. Again, 49-0, Spirit Lake defeats Southeast Valley. Another 1-minute timeout here. We've got Coach Beloit on the way. We'll be back with more of our post-game show after this on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Post-game show brought to you by the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. It's a final 49-0. Spirit Lake wins in the first round of the Class 2A playoffs over Southeast Valley to improve to 8-1 on the year. Jaguars fall to 5-4 on the year. Coming up later tonight, Iowa High School Scoreboard Show an hour and 4 seconds away. That's kind of uncommon for us.
Yeah.
Usually we're butting up against it. 10 o'clock tonight on KUOO. Coaches show tomorrow from the Hut at 8:15, and then Minnesota and Iowa 12:30 pregame kickoff at 2:30. Coach Beloit joins us now here in the postgame show. Coach, very nice start to your team, and they kept it up throughout tonight. Just give us your thoughts overall.
Yeah, just really proud of how our guys prepared for the week, how they started the game on both sides of the ball. I thought we played with extreme physicality. Finished drives offensively and defensively. Thought we tackled well. Thought we were run blocking really well too. Physical at the point of attack, like I said, and just a lot of guys involved. I thought Cade showed a lot of poise in the pocket tonight. Moved, delivered some great balls. Just that dig. We had a digger out down here on the sideline to Stecker. Just was really precise with the ball. I thought running backs ran really hard, broke tackles at the point of attack. Some big turnovers. West had a big interception to start. Ethan Carlson, interception. A little strip sack, fumble that Meerbeek fell on. Just, a lot of things went really well. I thought special teams was really sharp as well. So
was it kind of your game plan to come out and get that early burst, get that big lead because
Isn't that the game plan in every game?
Well, it should be. But, I mean, you knew that's the ground and pound that they want to do if you had that.
No, I mean, we wanted to play. I mean, starting fast against those guys and trying to get them uncomfortable early is huge. They wanted to run the ball. I actually thought they would start and double tight the stuff we saw in the second half. They actually came out and ran a little bit more spread early, and I thought our guys fit and tackled well. No, I just proud of our kids. Thought they executed really well. Thought we played pretty clean football. Just had a couple pre-snap penalties. Again, clean with not turning the ball over. We're getting better every week, right? That's the huge thing. So,
and it looked like you got out of here relatively healthy too.
Yeah, I think we did.
Which
really,
this time of years is really important, right?
Huge, yeah, it's huge, right? You continue to keep guys getting better and playing and having fun. So, yeah.
Can you pick one person out or a couple people out that had the game tonight? I mean, I saw the stats; it was spread out over everybody.
No, I mean you just look at our scoring; it's gonna be spread out. I thought Will Graves had a really nice touchdown run on our sideline. Logan Salmon did. And then I thought, Bodie and Diddy had some just tough physical runs where they broke point of attack. We went 4-on-4. They're in the first half a couple times, and they had contact in the backfield, and they finished downhill.
How about some of that perimeter blocking on those screen plays, those wide receiver screens? You got some good ones.
Yeah, you just can watch. It's our X's block, or our Z's and H's block, but also downfield. I remember seeing one time Evan Beck had a great block, Mirbeek had a great block, her lineman got downfield on it. It's one of those games where I just felt like all of our guys played really sound football. They did their jobs really well, and I thought they celebrated each other's success as well. Brought a lot of energy throughout. Proud and pleased with our kids, right? I mean, That was a fun game, great atmosphere at home. It's so fun to be in this community with the support we get and the fan support and everything that goes with that. And can't get a more beautiful night either. So.
Yep. Anything on for next week? Do you have any idea? Is it going to be back here, you think? I mean, what?
Oh, we'll be home for sure.
Okay.
All right. We'll be home here for next Friday for sure.
Okay.
But, we'll find out.
We'll find out tomorrow morning at 10, I believe.
Yeah, find out our pod, and, we'll have a home game next Friday and get ready to get better. So.
Good.
Congratulations,
Thanks a lot,
Coach.
guys. Really appreciate it.
Nice win
Coach,
here tonight.
Thanks. Yep. See you in the morning.
Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Beloit here on the post-game show, and always good to have him up here, and we appreciate his time. And, well, Clyde, I think he said it pretty well. All around, very good football.
He did, and like I asked him, I said, "Well, okay, who did you pick out? You could just hear it. There were so many good plays tonight." Excuse me, and he said it himself. They were fundamental tonight. They were sound tonight. Very few penalties, very few mistakes. The blocking assignments were there. The runs were there. They kept the legs moving. Everything was positive about it. So I all around, like I said, I thought it was just a great game for him.
See if we can get you some third quarter scores here. As we mentioned on Q102, it was Central Line George Little Rock 35, Okoboji 7. Western Christian leads ELC 19-8. Trainer leading West Sioux 24-0. West Lyon comes out in the second half and blows out Clarion Goldfield Dows 50-0. And Carroll over BHRV in a regular season game 36-0. So again, scoreboard show coming up basically right at an hour from now, so you can tune in to find out more of that on KUOO. I want to say thanks to Michaela back in the studios, doing a great job as always. Patrick, awesome job on Explore Live Video. Thanks to Central Bank for making that possible throughout the playoffs as well. And thank you to Clyde, and thank you to listening or watching wherever you may be.
Yep, and we'll see you again next week, both here on audio and video.
Yep, looking forward to that. Again, Spirit Lake wins in the first round of the 2A playoffs, 49-0 over Southeast Valley. I'm Jason Jacobs saying goodnight from Hafer Field in Spirit Lake.